Now, let's talk about cost. Prom can get pretty expensive, right? What have you had to pay for, and what was the cost of those? Let's start with the tickets.
The tickets were for a couple $140 and $60 per person, so that's pretty expensive. Also, my dress was $150, plus the shoes probably maybe $30 or something like that. That's a little average. I think it would be like $300 for prom for one night.
Same with me. Like she said, couples tickets $140, and if you want to rent a limo, the prices can range from around $500. You know, maybe some even $1,000. So depending on how many people you have in the limo, you can split up the cost. But that's usually around like $50 to $70. So that's $140 for the tickets, $50 for the limo, and my tux is going to be around $50, $55, give or take, plus all the extras, the corsage, the flowers, you know. So around the same, $250 to $300.
Are there ways to maybe cut costs, things that you can do yourself or talk to family members?
Sure, there's plenty of things. I heard a girl talking about there's actual local boutiques that give you discounts, you know, if you live in the neighborhood and stuff. And also, where I'm renting my tux from, if you have a card saying it's for prom, you get 20% off of that.
Many times, if you don't want to buy a dress because it's only for one night, you can also borrow it from your sister or your friend. They already went to prom.
Now, when you're getting ready, you're talking about the beautiful dresses that you'll be wearing. What can you expect for formal attire? What is formal attire?
Usually for prom, it's traditional to wear a gown or dress. You know, look nice. You'll have your hair done. For guys, tuxedos. Josh?
Yeah, guys, I know a lot of guys like to wear, you know, nice slacks with the nice brand new white shoes. But me, personally, I like the dress shoes, the dress pants, you know, jacket, shirt and tie, everything that works, you know, dress to impress.
Yeah, of course, just a simple long dress with nice shoes, maybe high heels to look a little taller.
Absolutely. I think Josh got it right. We want you to dress to impress, and we want you to remember that jeans and gym shoes are not appropriate.
Now, what are some consequences for poor choices?
Well, what are some poor choices?
Well, you have to remember that prom is a school-sponsored event, and the code of conduct applies. So if you're going to make a poor choice, again, the administration expects you to be on your best behavior. You're representing yourself, you're representing your family, and you're representing District 201. If you choose to make a poor choice, there will be consequences. Perhaps not being allowed to the senior breakfast, not graduating on stage, and depending on the severity of the offense, it could be a suspension or even an expulsion.
Isn't there also something about the state of Illinois where they have a use it and lose it zero tolerance law?
Yes, they do. If a student is caught with any alcohol, or anyone under 21 is caught with any alcohol, the states will suspend the license for 3 to 2 years, depending on what is decided by the judge. And also, as well as Mrs. Galuski was saying about consequences, if it's a serious consequence, students can also be arrested on that night, and that would not be ideally if your parents had to come pick you up from a police station when you're dressed nicely and going to prom.
Absolutely. Now, we talked a lot about school consequence. What can you think about some consequences at home? What things might happen, or would you lose trust?
Yeah, big time. I don't think I would probably be allowed to go out with any other person other than either my siblings or my parents. Probably grounded for life.
I think as a senior, it's very important to, have your parents or your guardians trust, mainly because you're getting older and you want to do more things by yourself. So this is like an opportunity for them to, see that you're getting older, you're growing up, and for them to trust you with anything that you really need to do.
Like Deontay just touched on, you're at that point in your life where you're getting older and your parents trust you to make your own decisions. They're not going to take away your cell phone, take your car, but the biggest thing that I'm worried about is my parents being disappointed in me and having them lose trust in me. I can deal with the yelling, but I can't deal with the silence from the parents.
Now, what would happen if you were faced with some of those choices? How would you make the good choice?
Usually call a parent, like I said before. Have always a code when you call your parent, when things are getting a little fishy, out of control, call your parent and be like, you know what, make up something like, oh, I'm kind of tired, I have something to do tomorrow, or anything like that, and make sure they pick you up.
That's a good idea. Now, even with your friends too, you can be pretty honest with them sometimes too, can't you?
Of course you can. I mean, you can always let them know that you're not comfortable with doing something that you don't want to do.
Now, how do you communicate when you have your parents at home, you've got some deans at school, you've got teachers, you've got friends? Who do you talk to? Who can you talk to if you've got questions about these things?
Really, you could talk to anybody because the deans and the security guards that are going to be there, they're all friendly. We know most of them from school, so we know how to talk to them, you know, what's respectful and what's not expected to say to them. And it's just to have a good time, so if you're unsure about something, I'm pretty sure they'll, you know, reassure you about things.
And I'm glad that you mentioned that, especially also going back to when you talked about trust. Trust is a big thing. You're going out into the real world soon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? What are some of the plans that you have for after school?
Well, I was wondering maybe going to the Air Force, having a career doing there, radiology, something, that I would like to do.
I'm actually thinking about going to Corn University to get my license and to be an electrician, electric technician. Just go on from there, build my career off of that.
Great.
Well, I am undecided, but I am looking forward to go to U of I this fall.
Nice. Now, what are the most things that you're most excited about prom? The last time you're going to see maybe some of your friends and all the high school seniors that you've spent so many years with. What's the most exciting part?
Well, go ahead.
I'm waiting for the dance, waiting to dance with my friends for the last time, spending some time with them. And it's going to be hard, but the last goodbye for all of them. Maybe we won't see each other ever again, or maybe we will.
Like you said, people that we've been through all 4 years in high school. Some of them I've been with in 6th grade. Some say hi in the hall, some I actually hang out with, but either way, we're all going to go our separate ways. And, just hang out with them that last night, just have a blast, and the chocolate fountain.
Now, to lead up to all this, what time would you, how much time do you need to get ready for prom?
Well, for us girls, maybe it's forever. We have to get our hair done and the makeup and
the nails.
Of course. Yeah.
It's a lot different for a guy.
Of course.
I hang out with my friends, play some basketball, take a shower, get dressed, and I'm gone.
Are you planning on taking any pictures beforehand, or are you going to keep with the professional photography that's going to be offered at the prom at a certain cost?
I believe we're going in a group, so we most likely be going to a park, taking pictures. If we have a date, or if not, then we just have a picture with our date. Also at the prom, takes a couple of pictures, hang out for the last time, after prom.
I know some of the packages at prom are offered as low as $10 for the professional photographer, so it'll be important to plan ahead and make sure you plan with your group of friends to take some pictures.
Now, do they have to bring money for that? I heard that they do, right? I heard that you have to bring either cash or a cashier's check or money
Absolutely.
order.
They do need to be well prepared, just like the prom packet has to be turned into the dean's office. You need to make sure that you prepare in advance for the cost of your photography.
That's a good idea. And I really like the idea of taking the pictures beforehand, too. And let's make sure that all of our belongings, too, and our valuables, let's get those guys with tuxedos and make sure that they hold those cameras and phones so nothing gets misplaced by the end of the night, right?
Right.